Hello and welcome to the first ever virtual awards banquet. Obviously, with the setting being what it is, we have to do things a little bit differently. And even though we did not have a spring season for our activities, there are some things that we typically recognize during the spring awards banquet that we will still do with this presentation. But before we get to those things, I just want to express a word to all of our students that were involved with these changing times and all the different things that we've dealt with over the last couple of months. One of my greatest joys of being the athletic director here at GPL is to see all of you students do the things that you care so much about, all the different activities that you're involved in. It's a wonderful thing. And obviously that can't happen right now. On a day when our school campus is busy with family and friends and all kinds of activities like the concert and things like that, that's not happening this year. All the other things that we were looking forward to towards the end of the school year that didn't happen, for all of you students out there, my heart goes out to you. Obviously, God had different plans for how our season would end this year and our school year as well. So thank you for all of your work with the distance learning and the adjustments that were made. And I know that it was definitely not something that we had planned, but thank you for being adjustable with the different situations that we've had. Over the course of our presentation here today, we will be recognizing different events. Like I said, we'll be talking to different directors and coaches of some of those things, and the awards will be presented. A couple of housekeeping items in regards to that. Seniors, we will be sending the awards to you. We'll be getting them to you. And for those of you who are not seniors, you will be able to receive those awards, the certificates and the pins and the trophies and such, as you come to school, whether that be later this summer, as you maybe come to clean out a locker, or at the very least next fall when we resume the next term. So with that, we will go to the first group. The first presentation today is going to be from Mrs. Guthmiller, as she talks about the GPL Honor Society. So, Mrs. Guthmiller.
The Honor Society is a unique organization at Great Plains Lutheran High School. This organization offers juniors and seniors the opportunity for service, scholarship, leadership, and enhancing their character. There are certain criteria that need to be met each year. These include attending our meetings, 2 different group service projects, individual volunteer service of 30 hours per year, have and maintain a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or better. The new members of Great Plains Lutheran High School Honor Society will be inducted into our chapter after chapel the first day of the next school year. They will receive their certificates and pins at that time. Just a reminder, you already received your volunteer hour forms via email. The new inductees for this year are juniors Kevin Hallman, Darian Rosenthal, sophomores Samantha Bendix, Grace Decker, Joseph Erickson, Olivia G. Vanatone, Bryn Holman, Lucas Yeager, Jenna Lindeman, Megan O'Farrell, Madeline Ramsey. Current junior members are Anna Bush, Colin Krisman, Marissa Gasner, Colin Yeager, Elizabeth Kanzenbach, Lydia Kratz. Your certificates will be available and your volunteer hour forms will be emailed to you so you can start working on your hours this summer. In recognition of their service, the seniors have received their honor cords, signifying a 3.5 cumulative GPA. Their Honor Society tassels and cords were with their graduation gowns when they picked those up. Senior members are Miranda Bisek, Cameron Velo, Jocelyn Gosh, Asher Lindeman, Sean Pluger, Caleb Roberts, Alexis Charlemagne, President, Christopher Schlecht, Paxton Schultz, Joseph Tischer, Sarah Werner, our Secretary-Treasurer, Brooklyn, York. We had 2 Red Cross blood drives and collected 106 units, which qualifies us for $750 in scholarships. It is my pleasure to announce that Lexi Charlemagne and Joe Tischer have each received a Red Cross scholarship for their work this past year. Their scholarships from the Red Cross will be sent directly to the schools of their choice. There are a few others to recognize this afternoon. There are those who achieved a 3.5 cumulative GPA to graduate with honors who aren't members of the Honor Society. These students have also received honor cords. They are Emily Ashton, August Gatsky, Sherry Lee, Benita Mazinga, and Cameron Schmidt.
The next group of awards that will be given out is with Mr. Martins as he gives out the music awards for this year.
With this portion of the awards banquet, we join together to recognize and celebrate the students' musical accomplishments. I, together with you and the students, thank God for the many talents He has blessed them with. In November, at the South Dakota All-State Choir Concert, GPL was recognized for having exemplary participation in music, with 83% of the student body participating in one or more music ensemble. Darian Rosenthal, Lexi Charlemagne, Lydia Kratz, and Chris Schlecht were the GPL alternate quartet, and Caleb Roberts, Caitlin Bendix, Miranda Bisick, and Asher Lindeman were the quartet that represented GPL at All-State Chorus. The following students received a superior rating at solo and ensemble contest, which was held at the end of February. These students will receive a medal for a superior solo and a pin if they were part of a superior ensemble. Soprano vocal solo, Gianna Proya, Haley Coles, Andrea Lubaya, Benita Manzengo, and Olivia Zanto. Tenor vocal solo, Asher Lindeman. Vocal duet, Asher Lindeman and Caleb Roberts. Mixed vocal ensemble, Miranda Bisick, Lexi Charlemagne, Asher Lindeman, and Caleb Roberts. Flute solo, Caitlin Bendix and Nora Kratz. Flute duet, Paxton Schultz and Caitlin Bendix. Clarinet solo, Darian Rosenthal. Percussion and clarinet duet, Caleb Roberts and Darian Rosenthal. Trumpet solo, Lydia Kratz. Trumpet ensemble, Bailey Wolf, Lydia Kratz, and Joseph Tischer. Trombone solo, David Sell. Tuba solo, Asher Lindeman. Timpani solo, Caleb Roberts. And percussion ensemble, Sean Pluger, Caleb Roberts, James Kim, Elizabeth Konzenbach, Emma Konzenbach, and Aiden Crowley. Mrs. Guthmiller will have a separate presentation for the color guard, but I also would like to say thank you to these ladies for the extra time they put in to contribute to the success of the marching band season. Thank you, ladies, and thank you, Mrs. Guthmiller. The marching band attended our usual parade, the East Central Marching Band Festival in Arlington, South Dakota. But due to a mid-October snowstorm, the Lake Region Marching Band Festival in Groton was canceled. Instead, we attended the Roncalli Marching Band Festival in Aberdeen. The band was led by drum major Caitlin Bendix. With the majority of travel scheduled for the end of the year, Honor Choir missed out on the opportunity to visit 8 congregations and 1 Lutheran elementary school. What wasn't missed out on, though, was the opportunity to create lasting memories and raise our voices in thanks and praise to God at Choral Festival, the congregations we did visit, and in rehearsals. Thank you, Honor Choir, for a great year. In a typical school year, the band, honor choir, freshman choir, and celebration choir would have performed at Region Large Group Contest in April. Although we did not have the opportunity to continue our 13-year superior streak in choir and 3-year streak in band, I appreciate all the work the ensembles did to prepare for the Christmas and spring concerts and the early preparation for Region Music Contest. To each and every student in these ensembles, thank you. There are many extra music events that students have an opportunity to participate in or audition for. Through their participation and achievement in various activities, the following students have received varsity letters in band. Freshman, Aiden Crowley, Kimberly Goins, and Emma Konzenbach. Sophomore, Paige Shore. Juniors, Colin Krisman and Colin Yeager. Seniors, Sean Pluger and Joseph Tischer. The following students have received varsity letters in choir. Freshman Haley Coles, Kyrie Roberts, and Olivia Zanto. Sophomores Samantha Bendix and Jackson Coles. Olivia Giovanatone, Bryn Holman, Jenna Lindeman, and Gianna Proya. Juniors Nolan Hansen, Andrew Heil, Pierce Holine, and James Kim. Seniors Miranda Bisick, Andrea Lubaya, Benita Manzengo, and Sarah Werner. The following students have received varsity letters in both band and choir. Freshman Linnea Hayes, Nora Kratz. Sophomore David Sell. Juniors Anna Bush, Elizabeth Konzenbach, Lydia Kratz, Darian Rosenthal, Bailey Wolf, and seniors Caitlin Bendix, Asher Lindemann, Caleb Roberts, Alexis Charlemagne, Christopher Schlecht, and Paxton Schultz. Congratulations to all letter winners. Every year, the special awards are challenging to give because I'm very thankful to each senior for their contribution to the music department over the last 4 years. Before I award the special awards, I want to take a moment to recognize and thank all the seniors that are part of the music program. The National School Choral Award is the highest honor for high school choral performers. It recognizes the dedication and musical achievement of the top choral students. A limited number of this award is available to high schools across the country. The individuals receiving this award have multiple music letters and have participated in many different music ensembles and extracurriculars. They have served as leaders in celebration choir and honor choir, sang the national anthem at different events, and had multiple vocal entries at region music contests over the years. Congratulations and thank you to the recipients of the 2020 National School Choral Award. Miranda Bisick, Asher Lindemann, Caleb Roberts, and Paxton Schultz. Since 1954, thousands of high schools have honored their top band students with the John Philip Sousa Award. It was created with the cooperation of Helen Sousa Albert and Priscilla Sousa, daughters of the famous composer and bandmaster. The pinnacle of achievement in a high school band program, the Sousa Award recognizes outstanding dedication, leadership, dependability, loyalty, and superior musicianship. The award has become a nationwide symbol of excellence in musical achievement. This award is limited to only one per school. The 2020 John Philip Sousa Award goes to an instrumentalist who used their talents in countless ways in service to their Lord. This individual has accompanied the choir multiple times on their instrument, has 4 years of participation at region small group contest, 2 years at North Area Honor Band, and was selected 1 year for the Wells Band Festival. She always professionally represented herself and GPLHS in all she did. Congratulations and thank you to Caitlin Bendix. I want to give a special shout out to Paxton Schultz and Caleb Roberts, who with Caitlin Bendix are also 4-year letter winners in band. The final music award is the Panther Music Award. This award is designed to recognize a music student that has served and represented Great Plains Lutheran to the best of his or her God-given ability in more than one musical ensemble. This student has served as a leader in both band and choir, attended solo and ensemble contest, North Area Honor Band, was selected for Wells Regional Band Festival, auditioned for All-State Band, and was a member of Honor Choir, and probably many other things I have forgotten. For service, helpfulness, willingness, and Christian character and attitude, the 2020 Panther Music Award is awarded to Caleb Roberts. Before I sign off, I have a couple other thank yous. First of all, a huge thank you to Mr. Rosenthal and Mr. Klenke and their student team for all of their assistance with live streaming and audio throughout the year. Special shout out to Nolan Hansen for his help. I was blessed to have 2 student teachers this year. Thank you again to Mr. Loescher, who many of you might have met at the Christmas concert. Another fantastic student teacher from Martin Luther College, Miss Kutia, joined us 2 weeks before we went to online learning. Although the end of the year didn't unfold as we had planned, she stayed with us online and shared her musical expertise in that way. The band, choir, honor choir, and freshman music, thank you, Miss Kutia, and I thank you. As always, I want to give a public thank you to my wife, Deanna. Countless hours accompanying, as well as her professional suggestions and personal support, are all key components to me doing what I get to do. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you, parents, families, and friends of GPL for your prayers, words of encouragement, and support. I look forward to seeing many of you again in the future. A special thank you to you, students, for your continued participation in music and the arts. And above all, I thank God every day for allowing me the opportunity to do what I get to do. It is truly a blessing to have the opportunity to create music to the glory of His name with fellow Christians. May God be with you all until we meet again.
Today we take a few moments and recognize some young ladies who gave of their time and talents for the color guard. They don't get any type of credit towards a grade or letter for their hard work. What they did experience was a couple of days off school to participate with the marching band at Arlington and Aberdeen. They also performed at the pep rally on Panther for a day and Grandparents' Day at school and at halftime of a football game. I would also like to thank 2 young women, my daughters Becky Beegler and Rachel Duvall, our choreographers. I hope they know how much the color guard appreciates their work. The color guard this year was composed of third-year members, seniors, Emily Ashton, Miranda Visick, and Jocelyn Gosh. Second-year members, seniors, Cameron Below, Stephanie Van Veen, and Sarah Werner. Sophomore, Gianna Proya, and sophomore alternate Natalie Ashton. And our first-year member, sophomore Ruby Leans. These ladies will receive certificates and pins for their work in the color guard. Ladies, thanks to all 9 of you for all of your work this past year. A special thanks to our captain, Cameron Below, and our co-captain, Stephanie Van Veen. Sophomores, I'm looking forward to working with you next year. As you can see, most of the team is graduating, so this is an invitation to anyone interested in color guard to join us next school year.
Now we will invite Pastor Hansen to come up to talk to you about the scholarships that our graduating seniors are receiving this spring.
It does me great pleasure, and it's a great honor to be able to tell you a great blessing that God has given to this class of 2020. It's the blessing of scholarship. As one of the great duties God's given me to be able to have here at Great Plains Lutheran High School, it's to be the guidance counselor. And throughout senior year, we have an opportunity to take time to find out where our gifts and abilities are, but also to learn more about how we can help ourselves down the road, gain some financial assistance for college and for tech schools and for continued education. A number of our students have applied for scholarships and also have received scholarships because of grade point averages and other reasons. So today it is again my great pleasure to tell you and to share with you what these scholarships are so that we together may thank the Lord and give praise to Him for the achievements, the work, and the blessings He's given to our class of 2020. So in giving him great praise, join with me as we thank God for these students. We begin with Caitlin Bendix. Caitlin received scholarships from University of Sioux Falls, and there's 3 of them. The Academic Award, the Instrumental Scholarship, and the Vocal Scholarship, all totaling a package worth of $26,000. We also give thanks to God for August Gatsky, who received his scholarships, and a total of a package of $17,200 from Augustana University. There's the Dean's Scholarship and also the South Dakota Opportunity Scholarship. We give thanks to God for Jocelyn Gosh and the many scholarships she's been awarded. She's received the Coyote Commitment Leadership Scholarship, the Valedictorian Scholarship, the Premier Housing Scholarship, and the Coyote Legacy Scholarship. All of them total a package of $18,060. What a great blessing to have. We give thanks to God for Jasper Lean, who has received the Build Dakota Scholarship. He's received it from Dami Construction, and he'll get to use that now for his next couple years of schooling at Lake Area Tech College. We give thanks to God for Andre David Lubaya, who received 2 scholarships, one from Simpson University, the Imago Dei Scholarship, which is $14,000, and the Least Developed Country Scholarship of $20,000. Adding those together, his package deal is $34,000. We give thanks to God for Andrea Lubaya, and she received a scholarship for an international student from Crown College, and her scholarship package is $54,540, which was broken down to $13,635 a year. We give thanks to God for Benita Manzengo, who received a Global Leaders Scholarship from Augustana University. Her scholarship is $17,000, and that's her total package as well. We give thanks to God for Sean Pluger, who's received scholarships in a number of different places. The South Dakota Mines Silver Scholarship, which is $22,000, given to him over a span of 4 years of schooling. The Christofferson Scholarship, which is $12,000, given to him over a total of 4 years. And also the South Dakota Opportunity Scholarship, which is $6,500 over a total of 4 years. Adding all of it up, his package is $40,500 of scholarship. We give thanks to Caleb Roberts for his scholarships. He has received the Dakota State University Presidential Champion Scholarship, which is $5,000 per year. The Dakota State University Rising Scholarship, which is $5,000 per year. He also received the Dakota State University Track Scholarship, which is $500 per year. He's received the Reliabank Dakota Scholarship, which is $1,000, and the Sioux Rural Water System Scholarship, which is $500. Adding all of that scholarship money up, it's $43,500. And again, we give thanks to God for that. We give thanks to God for Lexi Charlemagne and her scholarship, which she's received from Bethany Lutheran College. It's the Presidential Scholarship, which enumerates to $13,300 a year. So adding that together, she has $53,200 of scholarship for Bethany. We give thanks to God for Christopher Schlecht and the scholarship money he's been awarded. He's been awarded the Presidential Honor Award, which is $10,000 over a total of 4 years. And he's received the Dosen and Bobcat Company Scholarship, which totals $8,000 over a span of 4 years. So his total package is $18,000. We also give thanks for Cameron Schmidt. And he's received also the Build Dakota Scholarship. And he'll get to use that at Lake Area Tech College this coming fall. He's receiving it, and it's called Stretch the Million from Quality Tool in Brookings, South Dakota. We thank God for that. We also thank God for Joseph Tischer and his scholarships he's been awarded. He's been awarded the Golden West At-Large Scholarship, which is a one-time award of $1,000. He's received the Lower College of Engineering, the Grand Challenges Scholarship from South Dakota State University, and that's $4,000 a year. Also receiving in his scholarship package is something from the Army ROTC 4-year scholarship. It's a full tuition and full fees scholarship, which enumerates to $11,500 per year. So adding his package up, his scholarship package is $62,600. And again, what a blessing from God. And finally, Sarah Werner has received scholarship. She's received scholarship from the Minnesota State University at Mankato, which is a $1,000 scholarship, and also the Rise Bio Scholarship, which is $7,500, making her total package of scholarship $8,500. So we are very thankful to God for all these great blessings. They're great blessings of the education our students have received, but especially these blessings as well, which will help them pay for their schooling and also help them along the way. So seniors, we give thanks to God for you and all these awesome blessings. Congratulations in receiving these scholarships.
Thanks, Pastor Hanson. Next, we're going to have Mr. Bauer come up and talk about a couple of different academic awards that he will be giving out next. Mr. Bauer.
It's my privilege to present the Perfect Attendance Award to a handful of students. Perfect attendance is by no means something that's easy to achieve. Many well-meaning students will sometimes still go down ill and miss a day of school here and there. But this handful of students was blessed with good health this school year and did not miss a single class period, with the exception of maybe being gone for excusable GPL-related activities. So this year's Perfect Attendance Award goes to the following students: Kim Goins, Lizzie Konzenbach, Caleb Roberts, Paxton Schultz, Brooklyn York, and Goki Chuchita. Congratulations, students, on your perfect attendance. Your teachers very much appreciate you. It's my privilege to present the Presidential Award for Academic Excellence to a good number of GPL students. These students, through the first 3 quarters of the school year, averaged at least a grade point average of 3.5. The Silver Level Award will go to those who had a GPA of 3.5 to 3.749, and then the Gold Level will go to those who have a 3.75 to 4.0. This is a wonderful testament to our students using their God-given talents to perform at a high academic level, most importantly, to glorify Him. So the Silver Level Award winners: Jonathan Bush, Reagan Dieterling, Sherry Lee, Asher Lindeman, Sean Pluger, Colin Krisman, David Fensky, Pierce Holeen, Elizabeth Konzenbach, Logan Lausing, Martin Rosh, Elizabeth Sneeden, Goki Chuchita, Bailey Wolf, John Abrahamson, Jackson Coles, Robert Goins, Elijah Grahams, Lucas Yeager, Ethan Genstead, Ryan Kuhlman, Brooke Lamley, Madeline Ramsey, Paige Shower, Haley Coles, Kim Goins, Emmeline Konzenbach, and Samantha Peterson. And the Gold Level Award for Presidential Academic Excellence: Miranda Bisick, Jocelyn Gosh, Caleb Roberts, Christopher Schlecht, Alexis Charlemagne, Anna Bush, Lydia Krotz, David Sell, Linnea Hayes, Catherine Newman, Daria Poor, Olivia Zanto, Emily Ashton, Caitlin Bendix, Cameron Bulow, August Gadsky, Andrea Lubaya, Bonita Monzango, Cameron Schmidt, Paxton Schultz, Joseph Tischer, Sarah Werner, Brooklyn York, Austin Adams, Maria Gable, Marissa Gasner, Nolan Hansen, Andrew Heil, Colin Yeager, Samantha Bendix, Grace Decker, Joseph Erickson, and Olivia Giovanatone, Bryn Holman, Jenna Lindeman, Megan O'Farrell, Eliana Charlemagne, Brianna Cordell, Evan Krisman, Aiden Crowley, Joseph Dahlberg, Naomi Hoff, Samuel Cook, Nora Kratz, and Parker Watkins. Congratulations to this year's award winners of the Presidential Award for Academic Excellence.
Thank you, Mr. Bauer. Next, we're going to take a look at a couple of athletic awards that I get the privilege of handing out. There are 2 year-end awards that I'm giving out. Both of these come from national agencies that recognize student athletes for their involvement in athletics and success in the classroom. At the beginning of every year, I encourage students to be involved in activities, and that sentiment is reflected by these awards. The first of the awards that I am presenting is called the Scholar Athlete Award. The Scholar Athlete Award is awarded to those students who compete in multiple sports and maintain a GPA of 3.0 or higher. Since GPL is a member of the South Dakota High School Activities Association, and I'm a member of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association, it is my honor to award the Scholar Athlete Award to the following students. So the freshmen: Brianna Cordell, Haley Coles, Joseph Dahlberg, Kim Goins, Linnea Hayes, Emma Konzenbach, Nora Kratz, Claire Marcus, Katie Newman, Daria Poor, Kyrie Roberts, Ethan Russell, Parker Watkins, and Olivia Zanto. Sophomores: Natalie Ashton, Sammy Bendix, Jackson Coles, Gavin Dornbush, Joe Erickson, Robbie Goins, Elijah Grahams, Sam Hansen, Starla Hedman, Bryn Holman, Ethan Jenstead, Ryan Kuhlman, Brooke Lamley, Jenna Lindeman, Madeline Ramsey, David Sell, and Mally York. Our juniors: Austin Adams, Nolan Hansen, Maria Gable, Pierce Holine, Colin Yeager, Lizzie Konzenbach, Martin Roche, and Juliana Young. And finally, the seniors: Miranda Bisick, Cameron Bulow, John Bush, Jocelyn Gosh, Jasper Lean, Asher Lindeman, Sean Pluger, Caleb Roberts, Lexi Charlemagne, Chris Schlecht, Cameron Schmidt, Joe Tischer, Sarah Werner, and Brooklyn York. As I went through my list, there may have been someone that I happened to accidentally miss, so if you feel as though you met the criteria for this award and I did not read your name, you can certainly contact me. I should also mention that both for this award and the other award, we determined that involvement in the spring activity this year was based off of interest in both track and golf. Obviously, we had the situation that we have, but we felt that since both of these awards were purely based off of participation in those activities, that we would count them. The second award that I'm going to give out is called the 3-Season Athlete Award, and it's just as it sounds. This is awarded to student athletes that played in 3 different sports this school year. Again, since GPL is a member of the South Dakota High School Activities Association and I am a member of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association, it is my honor to award the 3-Season Athlete Award to the following students. Again, we will start with the freshmen: Joseph Dahlberg, Kim Goins, Daisy Holloway, Emma Konzenbach, R.J. Perry, Kyrie Roberts, Parker Watkins, and Olivia Zanto. To the sophomores: Gavin Dornbush, Bryn Holman, Ryan Kuhlman, Jenna Lindeman, and Mally York. Juniors: Austin Adams, Pierce Holine, Lizzie Konzenbach, and Martin Roche. And our seniors: Miranda Bisick, Asher Lindeman, Chris Schlecht, Joe Tischer, Stephanie Van Veen, and Brooklyn York. Congratulations to all of our student athletes on those awards. And finally, my last athletic award that I'm going to present this evening is the Panther Career Athlete Award. The criteria for this award is for the student athletes that performed for GPL-sponsored activities during their 4 years in high school. And it is always awarded to a male and a female of our senior graduating class. As is the case in most of the years, this is a very difficult award to give to just one athlete because we have so many student athletes that do so many things for our school. And again, that was the situation this year. But before I tell you who are the recipients of these awards, I would like to read a couple of comments by different people and coaches that have been involved in these student athletes' careers. So first, for the Female Career Athlete Award, some comments about our recipient. She is someone who makes her team better, both through her athletic ability and the camaraderie she inspires. During her time at GPL, she was able to excel in her own capacity and raise the standard for those who will come after her. She was a priceless asset for both her teammates and her coaches. She is a leader on the court with a never-give-up attitude. She has a knack for making a play when it's needed the most. She is every coach's dream. She's a hard worker, a strong leader, and a mentally tough person. She encourages team cohesiveness and keeps her teammates moving in the same direction. Her attitude is always positive, and she is a pleasure to coach. It is my pleasure to announce the 2020 Female Career Athlete Award to Lexi Charlemagne. Congratulations, Lexi. And now for our Male Career Athlete Award recipient. Again, we'll talk about some comments from coaches. He was a hard worker who never took a day off. He was also open to advice from his coaches. He set a very good example for the younger athletes. We will miss his leadership next year. He had a strong desire to improve as an athlete. Many an early morning, he could be found taking extra shots in the gym or lifting in the weight room. He never stopped working to improve. He was often in the gym at 6 a.m. lifting or working on his shot. He is also a very good teammate, always encouraging others and putting the team first. Again, it is my pleasure to announce the 2020 Male Career Athlete Award to Asher Lindemann. Congratulations, Asher. Next, we will have Pastor Mertz come up and talk about the Onesimus Award.
Good evening, everyone. The name Onesimus means useful. It's the name of a Bible character in the book of Philemon, where St. Paul is writing about Onesimus, who is also a servant. And it is those two concepts, that of being useful and being a servant, which led to the naming of this award, the Onesimus Award. It's an award which is given to a Great Plains Lutheran high school senior who demonstrates the character of a willing servant and who is a useful brother or sister in Christ throughout their GPL career. This award is chosen by the faculty and staff, and it's an award, as I said, which goes to a senior each year. And as we present that award, we'd like to offer the comments of the people who chose the recipient and the reasons that they gave why this person is a worthy recipient of the Onesimus Award. So I'd like to read a few things that were offered. While being an appropriately sturdy, confident young man, this individual thought of others before himself. For example, on one occasion, he stayed after school to work on a class project. After he was able to finish his work, he helped another student modify and complete his project after other group members had left. He then gave the credit to the other students for his hard work. He cared about the well-being of his fellow students and made sure they knew he was there for them. On the student council, he genuinely had the well-being and interest of his fellow students in mind. He understands what it means to be a representative. He was quick and eager to lend a hand and often answered the call to help when needed. For example, he volunteered to help with projects numerous times. He was more than willing to assist in moving furniture when asked. He has always been willing to do for others over and above himself. He helped carry chairs, for example, even though he was already running late for practice. He also noticed ways in which he could be helpful and pursued them without being asked or told. He led the student body in cheers during sports seasons, and he was a role model of Christian character, work ethic, and servant leadership for his fellow students. And so it's my pleasure tonight to announce that the recipient of the 2020 Onesimus Award is Joseph Tischer. Congratulations, Joe. We would also like to take this opportunity to say farewell to a couple of faculty members who will be moving on to new areas of service. First of all, I'd like to thank Ms. Gina Redu for her 3 years of service to Great Plains Lutheran High School as a dormitory supervisor, as an instructor, as a coach, and in numerous other ways, maybe in front of the camera and maybe oftentimes behind the scenes. Thank you, Ms. Redu, for your service to us and to our school, and God's blessings to you as you continue to serve in the future at Wisconsin Lutheran High School teaching mathematics. We also wish Godspeed to Chris Pluger, who has taught Spanish for us for the last 4 years and has been our international program coordinator. Mr. Pluger has taken a position with Lutheran Bible translators, and he'll be working on Lutheran or Bible translation projects in Ethiopia in the coming years. So again, we thank him for his service, and we wish him Godspeed as he moves on to that new adventure and new area of service. As we thank them, of course, we thank our Lord for providing us with these servants, and we look forward to having new servants joining us in the years ahead.
Thanks, Pastor Mertz. Our final presentation is going to be presented by Mr. Bauer as he talks about the valedictorians.
Our final award this evening is the highest academic honor that we give at GPL. It's the Valedictorian Award. We finished the school year under some unique circumstances, and it's fitting that we're finishing this award ceremony with a unique Valedictorian Award presentation. Oftentimes we have one student that'll finish with the highest grade point average. Maybe every once in a while we have a tie with two. Such was the case last year. This year, maybe a first in our school's history, we have 4 students who finished with a 4.0 grade point average and will therefore all be awarded co-valedictorians. I'd like to say a few things about this group of students before I recognize them. The first is that this group of students, being very academically talented, was very grounded and down to earth, very humble, and they were very much team players. I often saw them working together to try to achieve at the highest level possible. It was cool to see that. Secondly, this group of students brought it every day. On the first day of school, I talked to the students about how in high school, every day counts. Pastor Hansen a little while ago read this year's scholarships. The 4-year window of high school is relatively small in the grand scheme of life, but it's very important for setting the path that our students are going to be headed on as they become adults. And one of the side effects of performing at a high level academically is the award of scholarships. So that's one of the reasons that every day counts. Receiving an award like valedictorian is a reason that every day counts. Most importantly, the reason that every day matters is because every day is an opportunity for us to use our talents to glorify God to our fullest ability. This group of students understood that. Lastly, one of my favorite Bible verses is Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord. This group of students, it was a privilege to see them do that each and every day. They truly put their heart into their studies, and it's fun to see at how high a level they achieved. This year's Great Plains Lutheran High School Valedictorian Award winners are Jocelyn Gosh, Alexis Charlemagne, Caleb Roberts, and Christopher Schlecht. Congratulations, 2020 valedictorians.
That puts our program to an end for our first ever virtual spring awards banquet. Thank you to all of our presenters who spent time and energy to put this program together. Thank you also to the technical people behind the cameras making this thing possible as well. Student athletes, I would just like to reiterate what I said at the beginning of the program, that while we certainly would have preferred to do things normally and have our spring seasons, that was not God's plan. And as Christians, we know that God's plans are better than ours. And even if we don't exactly understand them at this point, we put our trust in God and His wisdom. So I thank you for your adjustments to how we've done learning this year. And I thank you for your understanding that even though many of you are very much looking forward to your spring seasons, that was not something that was possible with the situation that we have going on here. So thank you for the student athletes. I'd also like to thank our parents that have been working so hard to coordinate learning with our student athletes. Parents, you trust our school to help your students grow into the young men and women that they are becoming. And that's the task that our school does not take lightly. Thank you so much for partnering up with us in this Christian education that your students receive. It's truly a blessing to get to work with them on a daily basis. And seniors, whether you are finishing your journey here or for all you non-seniors that are going to be returning next school term, we very much appreciate the opportunity to get to work with each and every one of our students and our student athletes. Tomorrow, the graduation service will be sent out as well in the same similar format, so be looking for that. Again, as far as receiving your awards, seniors, the awards will be given to you, sent to you. Non-seniors, they will be available for you when you come back to school, either at the end of the summer here, or anytime during the summer, or whether it's closer to the start of next school year. All of the certificates and pins and such will be available for everything you've received this evening. So once again, from all of us here at Great Plains Lutheran High School, thank you so much for participating in this event and for partnering with us in Christian education here in Watertown. God's blessings to you all.